Namaste. Welcome to Bliss Yoga Online. This week at Bliss, we are exploring the Muladhara chakra, the first of the chakras. The chakras are a system of energy that travels through our spine, out the crown of our head. Each one is an association of a mental, emotional well-being, as well as physical well-being. So this chakra that we're talking about, Muladhara, root chakra, is associated with the element of earth. And so our practice today is going to be based very much on our awareness of our lower back, our hips, our lower part of our abdomen, as well as our rooting into the earth. And so if you are interested in how to enhance this practice, please make a donation, and with that donation you will receive a link to our website that provides supplemental material to go with all of the videos here at Bliss Yoga Online. And the particular one that I have for the chakras gives ideas and tips of ways that you can enhance each one of your practices based on which chakra you're working in. So let's go ahead and get started. Finding your tall spine. Relax your shoulders down, extend up through the crown of your head, and close your eyes. Begin to take a few cleansing breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Begin to let go of all of the things that are outside of this room at this moment. Allowing yourself to come to this present moment. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Watching it flow in and out. Providing much needed oxygen to your blood, cleansing your organs. Our breath is definitely part of our survival needs. So keeping your focus on your breath throughout this practice will help to enhance the energy within your root chakra. Begin to notice where you're breathing from. What part of your body is initiating your breath? Beginning to allow the breath to travel down deep into the lower part of your abdomen. Letting go of your lower abdominal muscles as you inhale, relaxing them, inflating your belly. And then contracting those muscles as you exhale. The very bottom of the exhalation. As though you're using your belly to press out the very last bit of air. We're going to attempt to keep our breath focused in our lower abdomen throughout our practice as we transition to Ujjayi, audible breath. Tightening your throat muscles to create that sound. Sighing sound. We keep this connected to our breath. One of our most necessary survival skills, breathing. Let yourself feel secure, knowing that your breath will keep you safe through your practice. Begin to draw your energy down to your tailbone, to your sits bones. Become aware of your sits bones pressing into the earth. Sensation. Earth beneath you. The heaviness. Begin to extend upward through your spine as you inhale, pressing up through the crown of your head. Letting your spine grow taller with each inhalation. Relaxing into your shoulders with each exhalation. Your next inhalation, draw your chin up towards the heavens, stretching out the front of your neck and your thyroid. Letting your exhalations naturally deepen and stretch. Next exhalation, let your chin come down to your chest. Begin to relax in the back of your neck, your shoulders. Let go of holding. Then gently begin to rock your chin back and forth, finding any areas of tension, exploring them. Coming to stillness on your next inhalation, come to a neutral position with your chin. Extend upward through the crown of your head and exhale as you relax into your shoulders. On your next exhalation, turn just your head to look over your right shoulder. Open your eyes, look to see how far back you can see. Expanding the stretch into your spine, bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind your back. Inhale as you come back to center. Inhale as you extend up through the crown of your head. Exhale, relax into your shoulders. Next exhalation, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Open your eyes, look to see how far back you can see. Bringing this twist into your spine, bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind into your back. Inhale as you come back. Exhalation, extend up through the crown of your head. Exhale, relax to your shoulders. Bringing your hands to your heart. On your next exhalation, interlace your fingers and press your palms out in front. Inhale as you lift your arms up. Exhale as you release your fingers, let your arms float down to your side. Inhale as your right arm comes up. As you exhale, slide your left hand away, come into a side stretch, keeping both sits bones firmly planted on the earth. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, right arm comes down. Inhale, both arms up. Palms come together. Exhale, come to your heart. Inhale, lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, release into your shoulders. Interlacing your fingers on your next exhalation, press your palms out. Inhale, lift your arm. Exhale, release your fingers. Let your arms float to your side. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, slide your right arm away or hand. Keep both sits bones firmly planted. Come into a nice, yummy little side stretch. Inhale as you come back up. Exhale, both arms down. Take a breath in, and on your next exhalation, extend your legs out in front. Give your knees a bounce. Get circulation flowing. So we're going to bring movement to our wrists and our ankles, making circles one way and then the other. Everything moving. Wiggle fingers and toes. Open fingers and toes nice and wide. Exhale as you close tight. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, close tight. One more time. Inhale, open wide. Stretch through your fingertips. Exhale, close tight. Releasing. We're going to come onto our hands and knees now. On our hands and knees, we want our hands directly below our shoulders, shoulder width apart. Fingers spread nice and wide. On our knees, we want our knees to be hip distance apart, directly below our hips. And as we come here to table position, let's take a few moments to just kind of wiggle around in it. Find your space. Find your body. Move through your spine. Let your neck become relaxed. Move back and forth. Shoulders are relaxed, maybe moving independently of each other. Let this become an intuitive movement. And then beginning to bring this to stillness, we want to equalize the weight between our hands and our knees. Feeling the earth below both. Imagine that roots are growing down through your hands and through your knees into the earth, connecting you to the earth. Coming back to Ujjayi breath. Letting your breath travel all the way down to the lower abdomen. And keeping your attention focused on your tailbone. On your next exhalation, raise your spine up as you tuck your tailbone. Bringing your chin to your chest. Raising up all the way through your spine. Coming into capsule. Inhaling as you drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your head, and press your shoulders back towards your tailbone. We're going to begin to move through this with our breath, exhaling as we raise our spine. Inhaling as we bring that spine down towards the floor, lifting our tailbone. Continue to move with your breath. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhalation, come to a flat back. Curl your toes under, and as you exhale, raise your tailbone up towards the heavens as you press your chest down towards the floor. Coming into downward facing dog. Breathe into this posture. Feel breath traveling in your belly. Become aware of the sensation of your belly rising and falling with your breath. On your next exhalation, turn your tailbone up just a little bit more. Exhaling as your knees, your chest, and your chin come down to the floor. Hands are alongside our breast line. Elbows are tucked in close, shoulder blades coming together and back. Tops of feet on the floor, hip distance apart. As we inhale, we're going to rotate our shoulders up and back towards our tailbone. Looking up. Exhaling as we release down. Hands are not doing any work here. They're just there for pretty. Inhaling, lift, press back. Exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale, lift, press those shoulders back towards your hips. Take a breath here. Exhale, release down. Bringing your chin to the floor. Bring your hands around and tuck them under your thighs. On your next inhalation, press through your right big toe and begin to raise your right leg off the floor. Really stretching through that big toe the entire time. It doesn't matter how high your leg gets, just that you really are stretching back towards the back wall. All of your tension in your right leg. Chin stays in contact with the floor. Exhaling as you release down. Take a breath. Become aware of sensation between your right leg and your left leg. Next inhalation, press through your left big toe towards the back wall, and then lift your left leg up off the floor, continuing to press through that big toe, really stretching towards your back wall. Exhaling as you release. Bring your hands back alongside your breath line. Press into them as you lift your torso off the floor and come to child's pose. Bringing hips back towards feet, extending arms out in front. Forehead coming to the floor. Relaxing into your lower back. On your next inhalation, lift your hips slightly and curl your toes under. And as you exhale, press your tailbone up towards the heavens. Pressing your chest down towards the floor, coming back to downward facing dog. Bring your attention to your tailbone. Feel it pressing up towards the heavens, lifting, relaxing into your heels as you exhale. Softening into your knees, gently begin to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Coming to ragdoll. Letting the entire upper part of your body become relaxed. Letting go of tension in your shoulders, your neck, your arms. Letting your lower back become relaxed. Knees are soft. It's okay if they bend a little. Bringing your awareness to your feet. Feeling them grounded into the earth. Begin to allow your spine to float upward, curling out one vertebra at a time. We want to do this slowly to keep our blood pressure in check. Head and shoulders coming up last, shoulders coming back as your head comes up. Welcome to mountain pose. Feet are hip distance apart, directly below your hips. pointing forward. Toes are always pointing forward. Shoulders relaxed. Sending up through the crown of your head. Bring your awareness to your feet. Feel them in contact with the earth. Begin to move side to side, front and back, shifting your weight. Finding that spot on your feet where your weight is distributed evenly. Good indicator of where we tend to put the majority of our weight is where the majority of the calluses are on the bottoms of our feet. And so on our next inhalation, coming to stillness, on our next inhalation, we're going to lift all of our toes off the floor, keeping the balls of your feet firmly planted, maybe even moving your feet side to side to massage. On your next exhalation, bring your big toes to the floor. Keep the other four up. Feel your big toes pressing into the floor. Become aware of the sensation of the distribution of weight on your feet, of the earth, and how it's touching your feet. And then on your next exhalation, see if you can bring your little toes to the floor, keeping the three in the middle up. Big toe, little toe is on the floor. Three in the middle are sticking up in the air. It's a really wide spreading of your toes. Notice the difference in sensation of the earth touching your feet. On your next exhalation, release this posture. Give your toes a wiggle. Give your fingers a wiggle too, because they were probably helping. They're hardwired. Then coming back to stillness, to mountain pose. Getting ready for our balance. Again, rooting into your feet. Shifting your weight towards your right leg. Begin to imagine roots growing through your right foot down into the ground. Your right leg is strong and stable. Your hips are strong and stable. Lightening up into your left leg. Begin to turn your heel out and let your left heel come to rest at the ankle of your right leg. Keeping your hips level. And now you can either stay here, or you can slide that foot up to your calf, or you can slide that foot up to your inner thigh, past your knee. Or you can bring the foot all the way up into half lotus, pressing your left knee down towards the floor. And when you have your balance, wherever that might be for you, bring your hands to your heart. Your awareness on your right foot, your right leg. Inhale as you draw your arms up towards the heavens. Exhale as your tree begins to blossom. Letting your arms come out to your sides. And once they get to be about shoulder height, begin to release the pose, coming back to mountain. Take a few breaths to equalize the weight on your feet. Become aware of sensations. Difference in sensations between right leg and left leg. And then beginning to shift your weight to your left leg. Letting your right knee soften. And growing roots through your left foot. Stabilizing into your left leg. Letting it feel strong. Beginning to allow your heel to turn out. Finding your position of choice. Either bringing your right foot to rest alongside your left leg. Traveling that foot up to your calf. Up past your knee to your inner thigh. Or all the way to half lotus. And when you have found your balance, bring your hands to your heart. The left leg is stable and strong. Next inhalation, bring your arms up towards the heavens. Letting your tree grow nice and tall. And then beginning to blossom your tree, bringing your arms out to your sides. Once they get to be about shoulder height, begin to come out of the pose. Return to mountain. Next inhalation, draw your arms up towards the heavens. Exhale as you begin to make circles, one way and then the other. Bringing this to stillness, returning to mountain pose. Shoulders relaxed. Bending up through the crown of your head. Awareness on your hips, your legs, and your feet. Shifting your weight to your right leg as you inhale. Bring your left knee up and clasp your hands around your knee. Take a breath here. We're preparing to transition to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. As we exhale, we're going to step this left knee back. Bringing our left foot flat to the floor, we're going to bend into our right knee, making sure it stays in line with or slightly behind our ankle. Hips are facing forward. As we inhale, we're going to draw our arms up towards the heavens. Palms facing each other, pressing up through your fingertips and relaxing into your shoulders at the same time. Bring your awareness to your tailbone, to your hips, to your breath. Send your breath all the way down to the lower part of your abdomen. On our next exhalation, we're going to bow to our warrior, bringing our elbows into our waist as we fold forward. Palms facing us. And as we inhale, we're going to draw up again. Coming back to warrior one. Next exhalation, hands coming to the floor. Coming into runner's lunge, we're going to press back through our left heel. Let your hips naturally sink down with gravity. And you want to make sure here that your ankle, your right ankle, is still in line with your right knee. On your next exhalation, step that right foot back. Come to plank position, push-up position. Heels, knees, hips, shoulders are all in a nice straight line. Lower abdominal muscles are activated, buttocks muscles are activated. Next exhalation, press your tailbone up towards the heavens. Come to downward facing dog. Inhale as you walk your feet up to meet your hands. Come to ragdoll, relaxing into the upper part of your body. Let your knees be soft. Your lower back relaxed. Your shoulders relaxed. Your neck relaxed. Your arms just dangling. Breathe into that lower back. Finding tension there and releasing it. On our next inhalation, we're going to come up to a flat back, bringing our hands to our knees, pressing our shoulders back, extending out through the crown of your head. Bringing your awareness to your tailbone, to your lower back, to your lower abdominal muscles, activating those lower abs. On our next exhalation, we're going to bend into our knees, keeping them in line with our ankles, so our butt is going to come back. We're going to extend our arms out in front, and as we inhale, we're going to lift ourselves up to a chair pose. Palms coming together overhead. Interlace your fingers. Index fingers pointing up. Next exhalation, press one hip away as you bend the opposite direction, coming to Ardha Chandrasana. Asana. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale as you come to your other side. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, release your hands. Let them float down to your sides. Come back to mountain pose. Take a breath. Become aware of sensation in your body. Let your attention travel down to your feet. Feel the earth below them. Begin to equalize your weight on your feet once more, finding that spot where you're perfectly balanced. Grounding into your left leg, shifting your weight slightly towards your left. Let your right knee float up in front and clasp your hands around your knee. Did I say left? I meant right. On your next exhalation, release your hands from your right knee and step back. Coming into Warrior One. We're going to bend into our left knee, making sure that it stays in line with or slightly behind our ankle, depending on the condition of your knee. If you have knee problems, slightly behind. If your knees are nice and healthy, right in line with, but never past your ankle. Next inhalation, draw your arms up in front, palms facing each other. Relax into your shoulders as you exhale. Come to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Let your attention travel down to your hips, to your tailbone. Lower belly breath. Next exhalation, bow to your warrior, bringing your elbows into your waist, turning your palms to face you. And then inhale as you press back up. Back to Warrior One. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Coming into Runner's Lunge. Press your right heel back towards the back wall as you let your hips sink down towards the floor, surrendering them to gravity. Next exhalation, step that left foot back to meet your right. Come to plank position. Hips in line with heels, in line with shoulders, in line with head. Bending out through the crown of your head, press your shoulders back towards your hips. Lower belly breath. Next exhalation, bring your knees to the floor. Come to child's pose. Forehead coming to the floor, extending your arms out in front. Relax into your lower back as you breathe. On your next inhalation, lift your hips up, bring your feet out to one side, and sit back, bringing your legs out in front. Coming to stack position, we want our hands alongside our hips. Shoulders relaxed down, extending up through the crown of our head, toes pointing up towards the heavens. Become aware of your sits bones planted firmly into the floor. Your lower belly, your lower back, active. On your next inhalation, float your arms up in front, palms facing each other, so that they come to shoulder height. As you exhale, curl your spine and lower yourself to the floor. Draw your arms up overhead, stretch through your fingertips and your toes. And as you exhale, bring your arms out to your sides and bend your knees, bringing your feet flat to the floor. Lift your head up. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest and find that flat spot on the back of your head. Take a breath in, and on your next exhalation, let both knees drop to your right. You want to keep both shoulders firmly planted on the ground. Take a breath here, settle into the pose. And then if you want to, pick your head up, turn it to look over your left shoulder, and return your head to the floor. Close your eyes, relax into the twist. Let go of any unnecessary holding. Next inhalation, come to center, bringing your knees up, returning your head to center. Next inhalation, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let both knees drop to your left. Shoulders stay planted on the floor. Take a breath in, let yourself settle here. Then on your next inhalation, if you want to, lift your head off the floor, turn it to look over your right shoulder, and then return your head to the floor. Close your eyes, relax into this twist. On your next inhalation, returning to center, bringing your knees back up, head comes to center. Exhale as you bring your knees into your chest and wrap your arms around them. Give them a hug. Press your entire spine into the floor. Feel your entire spine in contact with earth. And if you want to, begin to rock from side to side, massaging your back. Let your intuition tell you how big or how small your rocking should be, or even if the rocking should be at all. And then bringing this to stillness, bring your hands to the tops of your knees. And keeping your knees together, use your hands to guide them in big circles. Rotating and massaging your lower back. Feel the earth below you. The next time your knees come into your chest, reverse your circle. The next time your knees come into your chest, give them one last really good hug. Draw them in as close as you can, and if you want to, you can bring your forehead up to touch your knees, or towards your knees. And as you exhale, extend your legs out in front. Bring your arms to rest comfortably at your sides. Let your feet splay open, and let your stance be wide enough to bring your lower back in contact with the floor. Let your palms face up. Adjust your shoulders. Find comfort here. Maybe you lift your head up and tuck your chin slightly towards your chest to find that flat spot on the back of your head. And if you have lower back problems, now would be the time to tuck a bolster or a pillow or a folded up blanket underneath your knee to help release any tension. We're going to be here for a little while. Getting ready for deep relaxation. Let's begin to take a few deep cleansing breaths. In through nose, out through mouth. Let out a sigh. Closing your mouth, allowing your breath to flow naturally. Watch your belly rise and fall with your breath. Let each exhalation draw you closer to the earth. Feeling the entire backside of your body in contact with Mother Earth. Letting all of your muscles become loose. Relax. Begin to imagine that you're walking along a garden path. As you look down at your bare feet, you can see the earth below you. The soil is rich, so rich. Fertile. You can feel the earth beneath your toes. Soft, smooth. On either side of this path, green. You're framing your path on either side are the most beautiful, silky red roses you have ever seen. Perfectly shaped in every stage of bloom. Emitting a sweet scent to the air. And protected by the thorn. Follow this path, feeling the earth beneath your feet. Cool breeze, offering a reprieve from the warmth of the sun on your skin. And hear the leaves of the trees rustling with the breeze. And the song of birds. The senses are alive. In the distance, you can hear the trickling of water, growing louder and louder as you approach the source. You can feel and sense a slight bit of moisture in the air. And as you approach the source of the sound, you find yourself coming upon a babbling brook. The brook is full of quartz, adding sparkle, clarity to the water. Each pebble and rock having its own size, its own shape, its own sound. The water passes over it. You find yourself upon a rock that is just large enough for you to take a rest. So you sit down upon this big, beautiful quartz rock. And you decide to dip your bare feet into the stream. The water is cool and refreshing. And the sound of the water rushing past your feet adds a new dimension. The orchestra sounds like dreams. You look down into the water and you can see the leaves moving to the side, the current. And you can see the water taking shape around your ankles. hugging me. You decide to close your eyes and allow this image to sense it. Take up permanent residence in your mind and in your heart. This beautiful, safe, earthy space where you are one with Mother Earth, one with yourself, one with all. Take a deep breath in and let it fall out your mouth. Begin to bring your awareness back to the space. Allowing movement to come to your fingers and your toes. Now your next inhalation, draw your arms up overhead, stretching through fingertips and toes. And as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees and roll to one side. Coming into a fetal position. Your very first yoga posture. The position that you were in the first 9 months of your existence. Cradled, safe, nurtured within your mother's womb. When you feel ready, pressing your top hand into the floor to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Inhaling as you extend up through your spine. Exhaling, relax into your shoulders. Eyes closed. Begin to bring your awareness back to your sit bone, to your tailbone. Begin to send your breath all the way down to the lower part of your abdomen. Begin to imagine at the base of your spine a red ruby. Give this ruby size, shape, texture. Give it brilliance, sparkle. Take a moment to just adore your ruby. exhalation, bring your hands to your heart. Press your thumbs into your heart. Become aware of your heartbeat below your breath. Closing the session, I would like to express my gratitude to you for joining me this afternoon. May you bring this feeling of peace and well-being with you for the rest of your day. Namaste.